Today we're checking out another tablet, this time the T60 by Teclast. I want to thank them for sending this over to review on the channel. This one's a more affordable tablet. You can get it under $200 depending on where you get it from. I'll leave a link down below with current pricing and more information. This one's got a nice and large 12-inch 2K display. Technically it's 11.97 inches with 2000 by 1200 resolution. It's got a Unisoc T616 processor. It's got 8 gigabytes of RAM with 256 gigabytes of storage. Also has an extra 8 gigabytes of virtual RAM. You can also expand the storage with a micro SD card. Comes with Android 13. Has a 13 megapixel camera on the back, 5 megapixel on the front. Also has an 8000 milliamp hour battery. Surprisingly, it even has a quad speaker setup. It's got a USB-C to USB-C charging cable, and the wall adapter is included. Of course, you've got your user manual. Pretty nice looking camera setup there up in the corner on the back. Nice red power button there on the right side. You've got 2 speakers on each side, USB-C charging port there on the bottom. Front facing camera is there in the center on the long edge. Looks like it's got a screen protector already on the tablet. Now they're advertising this is an IPS display. The screen quality looks okay, just doesn't look quite as good as I thought it would compared to their photos online. Also could be the wallpaper that they've got on here. Not really the best option in my opinion. Even though this doesn't come with a stylus, you can use a powered capacitive stylus like this. Left of the home screen, you've got the Google Discover newsfeed. You can see most of the apps are the ones from Google, and then a couple others like FM radio, sound recorder, system update. Surprisingly, this one is actually Widevine L1. Sometimes they advertise that, but then when you look in the settings, sometimes that's not the case. Luckily, this one is in fact Widevine L1, which is gonna be nice for streaming apps like Netflix, Prime Video, Disney Plus, and so on. Here's a quick comparison against the A9 Plus and the Galaxy Tab S6 Lite. Surprisingly, it looks a little better than the Tab S6 Lite. Fairly similar to the A9 Plus. I think the A9 Plus might look a little bit more white, but still fairly close between those two. The overall brightness and viewing angles seem pretty comparable between these two tablets as well. It's currently using 18 gigabytes of 256 available, so I would say that's pretty good. Looks like they've got the virtual memory turned on by default. You've got a few different options here as far as virtual RAM goes, up to 8 gigabytes. Pretty basic as far as gestures. You've got quickly open camera, gesture navigation or 3-button navigation. Press and hold the power button for the assistant, and 3-pointer screenshot. You'll also notice it has a taskbar down here at the bottom, somewhat similar to some other tablets we've looked at. Then it's got an apps button here as well. And it looks like it's got a system update on here as well. Might as well go ahead and do that. As far as software goes, this looks like about as close as you can get to stock Android. Up in the notification shade, you've got most of your basic stuff like Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, flashlight, auto rotate, battery saver, airplane mode, night light, read mode, screenshot, scan QR code, screen record, dark theme, bedtime mode, nearby share, and screencast. You've also got some others like color inversion, location, ultra saving mode, hotspot, data saver, extra dim, color correction, calculator, focus mode, storage, and live caption. While this tablet might not be the best as far as performance goes, it feels fast enough to do most basic things that you would need to. I feel it's pretty much what you would expect out of a tablet in this category. It doesn't have the best Geekbench scores out there. It's a little less than the new Galaxy Tab A9 Plus, but when testing out games like Asphalt 9 and PUBG Mobile, it actually was fairly smooth for the most part. It didn't seem to overheat or have any glitches in my testing. On PUBG Mobile, it had HD graphics and high frame rates. So you could do some light gaming on this if you wanted to. Probably just depends on which games you're playing. I also ran my typical battery drain test at 100% screen brightness, and it lasted about 6.5 hours, so about average compared to others that I've tested. It should last a day or so with the mixed usage, even longer if you turn the screen brightness down. Surprisingly, the speakers on here are nice and loud, and they don't sound distorted when you have it turned up all the way, so that's nice to see. Here's a quick sample just to give you an idea of what it sounds like. It looks like you can shoot up to 1080p resolution for video recording. Inside the camera app, you've got panorama, portrait, pro, capture, video, QR code, and nighttime under more. Shutter speed seems to be fairly quick. The color seems a little bit off though. Here's a few samples of photo and video just to give you an idea of what to expect on the Teclast T60. So as expected, photo and video quality aren't the best on this tablet. You'll really notice it in lower light situations. The rear video quality is a little bit better than the front, but it doesn't do very good with motion or movement, as you can see from these clips. In my opinion, I don't think this would work for Zoom meetings or other video conference calls, since the front-facing camera is lower resolution. I feel like it could use a little better performance to compete against some of the more popular brands, but hopefully this video gave you a little closer look at the new Teclast T60 tablet. I know I'm working on a lot of other tablet and phone videos right now, so you'll want to keep an eye out for those upcoming videos. So if you've made it this far into the video, you may want to say thanks by subscribing, and don't forget to give a thumbs up if this video was helpful. This is Brian from Fishbee Productions. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.